So, Thomas, tell me about this project of yours, Disney Plus. I'm so excited about it.
Yes, Crater. It's coming out May 12th. It takes place on the moon 200 years into the future. And it is a action-packed movie full of adventure and finding oneself and friendship. And I can't wait for the world to be able to see it.
And what kind of character do you play?
I play Marcus Tellefson. He's one of the core five friends in the group. He's kind of the heart and soul of the group. He's the oldest as well.
Nice. And how would you describe him other than being the heart and soul of the group?
I would describe him as he's a simple guy. He's definitely not the smartest at all, but he's kind of more of a simple kind of going with the flow, but he's that person that you look for, who you look toward to, know that everything's okay. He's one of those kind of characters.
Gotcha. And in what ways do you relate to him?
In what ways do I relate to Marcus? I think Marcus is someone who is deeply kind of emotional, and I think that I am that way as well. I think I feel things very intensely, and he does as well. And Marcus also, he has this childlike, like his inner child is not dead. Now he is the oldest in the group, but he is definitely a child at heart, and I am too. Absolutely.
Nice. And what were some of the challenges about filming?
I have to say that filming this movie was, kind of a breeze. It was the process was less grueling than I thought it would be. I mean, finding out that I had booked this role and it was going to be such a huge film was huge to me. And going up on set, we had 2 weeks of training before we started like actually filming. So this is when they had us on the rigs and we were in our harnesses and everything. And we were, learning kind of how to walk on the moon. And, they were like changing the weight and everything like that. We were doing that for 2 weeks before we started. And it was shot in a way that was very digestible. It was almost like we were doing maybe one and a half, 2 scenes a day. Like it was just it was a breeze, honestly, and it was a dream come true as well. So I enjoyed every second of it.
That's incredible. And what was that like doing the moon scenes? Like you were telling me about, how did you do that? I mean, without giving too much away, obviously.
Well, besides it just being a lot of fun, man, those suits are thick. They're heavy. There's a lot of layers. And we're on these harnesses that are wired to like the ceiling. So, I mean, it was definitely exhausting. I mean, you're sweating, but like the suits get so hot that like the sound stage that we were shooting at, we shot at Celtic Studios in New Orleans, or not New Orleans, Baton Rouge. It was like a freezer in there. So for the common, normal like set people and like everyone else, everyone not wearing a suit, it was freezing for them. Like you could see your own breath. But for us, we're sweating. It was hot. It was heavy. It was tight in places you wanted it to be loose, and loose in places you wanted it to be tight. I mean, it was crazy. But you were so inspired whenever you put on the suit that it was worth it.
Nice. And without giving too much away, what was one of your favorite scenes to film?
Wow, nobody's asked me that before. One of my favorite scenes to film. Oh, one of my favorite scenes to film. How do I? One of my favorite scenes to film was a scene where there was a conflict and we resolved the conflict. This is what I'll say. as an actor, as a person, I've always wanted to play a superhero. Growing up, I was a huge fan of superhero movies, comic books, everything, the whole nine, as most young boys are. And there was a scene where we got to, you felt like a superhero in the scene. That's what I'll say. I wish I could tell more about it, but there was a scene in which it just you felt like a superhero. So a part of my that inner child in me was brought out and was deeply satisfied. I was just saying earlier, like if I could if my 10-year-old self could like Doctor Strange, like open up a portal and see like that moment, I don't think I would have ever been stressed. I think I would have thought I was so cool.
Nice. And what else are you working on these days, or is this pretty much your baby now?
Well, it's certainly a baby of mine, but I I love doing everything. I have been doing a lot of writing and like creating short films that have been doing like really well in like these different competitions I've been doing, and it's just been so fun getting to be on the other side of the camera and getting to learn everything that happens there, because a lot of actors, all they do is act, but I never wanted to be that way. And yeah, I love I just love everything Hollywood, everything acting, everything just movies. And I've been kind of in a way teaching myself how to do that. So I've been shooting these short films, all kinds of short films, and helping my friends with theirs, casting my friends and casting real and holding like real auditions too and everything. And it's just been so rewarding.
Nice. And one thing I like asking people I interview is tell me a fun fact about yourself that might surprise your fans.
A fun fact about myself that might surprise my fans. Um, hmm. I I'll say, you know what? I thought that Crater was a completely different kind of movie until the day that I got the actual script. So I had auditioned for Crater twice, been casted, and thought it was a completely different kind of film until I actually like sat down there with like my mom and like read the entire thing like beginning to end. And in the original script, I had 12 lines. And I auditioned for Isaiah Russell Bailey's character initially. I auditioned for Isaiah Russell Bailey's character initially, sent it. They told me, hey, we want you to read, we liked it. We want you to read for Marcus. I read for Marcus. And I think like a month or two later, it was just, hey, producer Zoom, like in a few days, boom, just be ready. I'm like, whoa, wow, that's crazy. And I did it. It was me. I read with Orson Hong, who plays Borny, and Marcus and Borny are like best friends in this film as well. And he's terrific. I can't wait for people to see that. He's exactly like his character in real life. And it was me and two other Marcuses, and I read with two other Bornies, and it was cast the way it was. And I thought it was a movie where they the friends found a rocket ship, flew to a different planet, and fought off aliens. I promise I thought that's what the movie was about. If not, the movie is a lot more deep and intricate than that. But it was until I read the script where I was like, oh, I thought this was a completely different thing. But I loved it nonetheless.
And since we're TV say too, what are you watching these days?
I just got into, are you familiar with the Netflix series You?
Yes.
I just got into it. I am so many seasons late, but I am just now getting into that. I think I'm on like episode 2 now. But I like it's so embarrassing. There's so many shows that I have not finished or even started. I haven't even finished Wednesday yet, and I feel like the entire planet has like finished and watched it, 3 times over. But I had to finish that. I'm just now starting You. You know what? I also got late last year. I finished Breaking Bad. That's my favorite TV show of all time. So good. Shout out Bryan Cranston, Aaron
Love
Paul.
him. Love them.
Uh,
Love them.
absolutely. So I'm honestly, I'm like 3 years late to everything, but that's what I'm watching right now. So and I'm trying to finish Better Call Saul as well. I'm on the finale of the first season of Better Call Saul. So I get
won't ruin it
everything.
for you, but you're in for lots and lots of twists and turns.
I believe it. I believe it. I love it so much though, and I'm excited and ready.
Nice. And where can we find you on social media so we can continue to follow this fabulous career of yours?
Thank you so much. You can follow me at the Thomas Boyce, Boyce, on Instagram for sure. The Thomas Boyce.
I am sending you a follow as soon as we get off the call. Thomas, it's been a pleasure, and I can't wait to talk to you again soon.
Thank you so much. It's been great talking to you as well. And I'll be sure to send a follow back your way for sure.
Thank you. See you soon.
All right, see you soon.
Bye.
You have a good one.
You too.
Goodbye.
Bye.